So I've been using my desktop computer more lately, and I noticed that compared to working on my laptop, it was much louder, and that got annoying. And I noticed that mainly the noise was coming from the CPU heatsink that I bought and installed when I originally built my computer 4 years ago. So this is the Cooler Master V8 GTS, and compared to most heatsinks, this is huge. And it performed really well. It allowed me to overclock the CPU and just ran really well, but it was very loud. The fan got really loud, especially when you fired up some game or any CPU intensive application. The fans got even louder. So I wanted to try a liquid cooling solution and ended up buying the Corsair H150i Pro. So this is a closed loop that pumps liquid through the heatsink to this aluminum radiator. And this looked, the online reviews claimed that it was very silent, so I wanted to give this a shot. Unfortunately, it didn't fit in my gaming case, which is the Corsair Carbide Alpha. And I think mainly this CPU case is from 2016, and this it's by the same company, but the liquid cooling solution is newer, and there just wasn't enough room in the front to house the giant radiator. So I ended up buying a newer version of this same case, and so yesterday I rebuilt my PC, transplanting all of the parts into this new case. And over here we have the Corsair Carbide Spec-Omega mid-tower case. And it took me about 9 hours to build this computer. And it was the most difficult assembly I've done up to date. And what made it so challenging was mainly the cable routing. I wanted to have a very neat finish with most of the cables hidden. And in order to achieve that, I had to route out the cables through the back and hide them. And, routing it in one way, you'd end up too short. Another way, you'd end up too long. So kind of just figuring out optimal paths for the cable was important to me. And also, this is a very, very tight fit. There's barely any extra room left in this computer. In fact, I had to remove the hard drive cage to make room for the radiator of the liquid cooler. So here, from the top to bottom, I have the radiator right over here in the back. And so this is an aluminum radiator, and you can see these cables over here. They're going to the CPU, and there's the new heatsink, the liquid cooling heatsink. So these cables are running liquid through them, which cools the CPU. And then these fans are used to cool down the radiator itself. And these fans use magnetic levitation instead of a traditional bearing, which leads to a much quieter operation. And finally, this color scheme over here, I kind of designed it myself because all of the LEDs are customizable. I can pick any color. And I went for this blue look with this red accent animation. And my also the mouse has this reactive feature to it, and so does the keyboard. And mainly I was inspired to make my computer look this way from the book and TV series The Expanse. In it, the protagonist it's a space themed story, and the protagonist spaceship, the Rocinante, has this interior. And when I look at my computer, I wanted it to remind me of the Rocinante, so that's why I picked this look. And there you have it.